to this project, we'll use leftover pieces of 2x4 or just scrap material of 2x4. And to get started, we're just going to cut 2 pieces of board to whatever length we would like, depending on the number of candles you would like to have on the stand. If this is your first time on the channel, welcome here. If not, welcome back and thank you for stopping by. And then to make this process very easy, I'm using double-sided tape and just taping both of the boards together, and then that will allow me to mark the spots to drill the holes for the candle holders going through both of them. So I'm drilling a pilot hole through both of them, as you would see shortly. Prior to that, I'm basically marking the spots where to drill the holes and the spacing in between the candles. So what you see me doing here is just that, trying to figure out where the spacing of the candles, because I'm doing a set of 2 right now, and I need to make sure that I have equal spacing for the candles, and then I'll go ahead and mark the pilot holes and then drill the holes for the candles. Again, like I mentioned, there are 2 different variations, as you will see shortly. I thought it would be a lot easier to just put it on the vise and then drill the pilot holes there. And as I've mentioned, and as you would notice, I'm doing 2 different ones, one with 3 candles and the other with 2 different designs. Quite similar, but a little bit different. Yeah, you will see. And for the candle slots, I'm using a 1.5-inch Forstner bit. I'm just marking the depth to which I would like the Forstner bit to drill through the 2 pieces of 2x4 there, so that I have an opening at the top and then the recess for the candles as well. So I'm just drilling both boards at the same time instead of doing it one at a time, which really is one of the other purposes of having both of the boards being held by the double-sided carpenter's tape. On the table saw, I have the blade set to an angle of 15 degrees. And that's what I'm going to use for the shutters, if you would like. And I'm just making sure the blade goes probably about 1/8 of an inch beyond the opening, so that it allows more light to go through the shutters. And this is the look I was going for. You could potentially add a 3rd one on top, but then it's a little bit risky because it won't be as strong. It could easily break if something was to fall on top of it. And then just give it good sanding. When I finished doing the second one, I gave them both a good sanding on the belt sander. I did that off camera, didn't want to bore you with that. But give it a good sanding and round over the edges so they're smooth to the touch. For the second one, I have the shutters turning in the opposite direction. I have these ones with the shutters facing upwards. So the first one that I did, the shutters were pointing downwards. And then I remembered, oh, I can save myself some cleaning time by using the good old Amazon box to do the Forstner drilling. And remember to use just a piece of sandpaper to sand in between the shutters. And then you can finish it with the stain of your choice. I have 3 different stains that I used. 2 of them to just give a contrast on one of the variations, as you would see. One option which I did not use in this build is to use magnets to hold the 2 pieces together. However, the candles, when they're not sitting flush, so that helps to keep the top piece from moving about, because as you can see from there, they're not sitting flush on the bottom piece, so it allows the candles there to serve as a guardrail, if you would call it, to hold the top piece so it doesn't move. However, using like small 1/2-inch magnets will be really helpful if you want to. And that's it, my friend. I hope you liked this video and I hope it was helpful. If it was, give it a thumbs up and share it with somebody else who might like it. And if you have not already subscribed to the channel, help me grow this channel by subscribing and tell your friends to do as well. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video. If you like this video or the idea of rustic builds for candles, you will like this other video that is showing up on your screen right now. Until next time, I'll hope you'll have a tangible experience of God's unconditional love today.